Hello folks, we are Dead here, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into Behemoth, the latest VR experience from Skydance Interactive. I played a couple of hours, faced off against some bosses, and I have plenty to share, so let's break it down. Let's start with what Behemoth does right. The combat system is a standout feature, with the parrying being especially satisfying. Weapon collision is well implemented too, and clanging swords together or using a shield feels immersive and tactile. The variety here is impressive. You've got everything from longbows to axes, great swords and massive swords. Each weapon type has its own role. For instance, axes are fantastic for breaking armor and shields, but aren't great for parrying. The stamina system ties into this nicely. Heavier weapons drain more stamina during combat, which adds a layer of strategy. The progression system is another win. You can improve your stats as you find strange items in the world, and upgrading your sword at the forge is incredibly immersive. Feeding alloy into the forge and physically hammering the weapon adds depth and satisfaction. The boss fights, while initially unclear in their mechanics, are grand in scale and exciting once you figure them out. Adding solid climbing mechanics and intriguing story and excellent voice acting, and you've got a lot to like here. Finally, the grappling hook is a great mechanic. It allows you to hook into objects, pull them towards you, and adds flexibility to traversal and interaction. Performance-wise, the game runs smoothly on ultra settings with my RTX 4090, and the visuals are generally stunning. Now let's talk about the weaker points. For starters, the lack of a visible body in VR feels odd. You only see your arms, which took some getting used to and felt less immersive. The inventory system is also underwhelming, especially for a late 2024 release. It's functional but outdated, and sometimes a holstered weapon block your view, which can be annoying. You can carry a lot of weapons, which is handy for switching based on enemy type, armored or otherwise, but the system itself doesn't feel fresh or innovative. Ranged combat feels overly easy due to generous aiming assistance, where you're using a bow or throwing daggers. Gore, while present, doesn't live up to expectations. Splitting enemies in half is cool in theory, but the animation don't have the weight or polish you would hope for. Even smashing breakable objects feels less satisfying compared to something like a bladed sorcerer. Puzzles so far seem more like a filler to slow your progress than genuine challenges, and while the bosses are fun to fight, the lack of guidance early led to some frustrating trial and error death.
It just teabagged me!
Finally, movement limitation like no physical crouching, it's tied to a button, and no jumping at all feel restricting in a VR title. The world design is a bit of a mixed bag. While maps are straightforward, secrets are relatively easy to find, but still rewarding. That said, some texture like grass felt underwhelming compared to otherwise solid visuals. It's not a deal breaker, but it does stand out. So, is Behemoth worth your time? If you enjoy combat-focused VR games with a touch of a dark fantasy, it's definitely worth checking out. The weapon variety, combat mechanics and immersive progression system shine, though the game doesn't introduce much innovation. Some elements like the inventory system and movement limitation feel a bit dated. Still, Behemoth delivers enough action and spectacle to justify a playthrough. My verdict: a solid, if not groundbreaking, addition to the VR library. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. We are Dead, signing out.